So hey guys, I recently got new headphones after my old ones broke, and so the quality or audio may be bad. So if it is, let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, let's get on to the video. But before we do, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. The Philippines. I've been there a couple times, and it's only now I begin to appreciate third world countries. One thing, sadly, the Philippines is not good at is ferries. Well, their ferries look very impressive, but it's when you dissect their history do you really get a feel for the fact that they aren't the best. Nonetheless, nowadays they are a lot safer than they were, and if you're willing to take a Philippine ferry in the Philippines, then go right ahead. I think it's perfectly safe. Anyways, today I'm gonna take a look at the Super Ferry 9. The Super Ferry 9 was built in 1986 for a Japanese company called the A-Line. Its name was in a Japanese language I can't understand. In 1995, it was transferred over to Super Ferry. In 2004, exactly when the Princess of the Stars was brought into Sulpicia lines, did it go under a renovation where the superstructure was slightly changed and it received an entirely new paint job. On September 5th, 2009, the ferry left Santanos City bound for Ilu City. When it left, nothing was out of the ordinary. The entire night, however, the captain had been fighting a mysterious list that the crew and passengers hadn't even known about until the morning came along. It began to capsize, and the captain sent out a distress call that they were sinking and capsizing with over 900 passengers on board. Two Philippine gunboats and two spy planes were dispatched to the area. At 5:20 a.m., the Myriad appeared on alongside the ship, taking on the people. The ship began to flip over, and as you can see here, someone filmed the heart-stopping moment as the ship finally went over. Finally, after the ferry had been fighting for 5 hours, at 9 a.m., it finally went under. Meanwhile, by 11 a.m., most of the survivors had been ferried to shore, and it didn't take until almost the next day that people finally concluded the death toll. However, some survivors did not appear in the ship's manifest. The Philippines does not have an organization to investigate ship accidents, and so the investigation never really went on. However, the captain who survived concluded that it was nobody's fault. He believed that improper ballasting and high winds most likely caused the vessel to go over. Meanwhile, others also added the theory that the cargo wasn't latched in properly. The ferry most likely came to rest in about 5,000 meters of water, and today it's still where it sat. It wasn't the most beautiful ship ever, but it was one of my favorites, and it will go down in history as Super Ferry's last disaster. So I want to do a quick outro just to say once again, if the audio was bad on my headphones, I will have to redo this video again, with the built-in microphone that I'm sure everyone here is used to. But hey, at least the $1,000 were still worth it because these headphones sound amazing. But yeah. Just a quick shout out to Dill Pickle Ships. He's commented to almost every one of my videos, and he shares the same opinion with me on the MS Monarch that it's a really cool ship. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Signing off for now. Oh, wait, I'm gonna do a new outro where I introduce what I'm gonna do next. Okay, well then, in that case, my favorite list of fairies is coming up next.